Alright, here we go. Got my sleeves rolled up, got my tools, now I'm ready to get started.
What are you doing?
Oh, hi Cinderella. Why, I'm fixing the door, of course. There I was, standing on a chair, hammering the metal fixture into place. One of our customers told me how to fix it. We should be good to go. I turned back to look at him. It was nice being taller than him for a change. Oof, why do I relate to that so much? This just happened like 2 days ago. I had got a stool because I was kneading bread, and I find it easier to knead bread if I'm taller than the actual bowl I'm kneading. So I got a stool, and then hubby comes into the kitchen like, this is kind of nice being taller than you for a change. Oof, when life imitates art.
Then why do it yourself? Why not just ask them to fix it for you?
Ask a customer to help me? No way, that's ridiculous.
But you're better off leaving it to a pro.
Maybe if I had no other option left. I mean, think about it. Turns out I can do it myself for free, no cost to you. I appealed to his inner frugality. Obviously, not everyone can do these things themselves, but still, it's always worth a try.
Sometimes it can be cheaper to just hire a pro. What if you screw it up? And another thing...
He suddenly looked down. Did I put the door in backwards? Yes? His expression seemed conflicted, hesitant. Just as I was wondering what was on his mind. I'm that much taller than you? Wait. How is that even possible?
I can see your panties.
What? Reflexively, I pressed my skirt firmly against my thighs. Why didn't you say so sooner? Why didn't you just tell me?
I don't know. It was funny.
He looked strangely pensive. It's not funny. You're such a jerk. I hate you.
Interesting. So you do have a sense of shame.
His lips curled in a smirk. What a bully. You've got it all wrong. These aren't panties. They're shorts. Yeah, that's it.
Nice try. Those are way too thin to be shorts.
Oh, okay, maybe shorts isn't the right term. It's one of those, you know. I could picture it, but I couldn't think of the word for it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What do you call them? They're cut like panties, but you still wear panties under them? Think! You know, the shorts you wear when you're doing exercise. Volleyball shorts? Spandex, that's it!
You don't gotta be embarrassed about it. I already saw everything there is to see on your first night here, remember?
Don't bring that up right now!
Why not? Fits with the theme, doesn't it?
You think this is funny?
Damn right. Look at you, all beet red. Normally nothing gets under your skin. I figured you were flashing me on purpose.
I would never disrespect myself like that.
Oh, really?
I was really embarrassed about that, FYI. I just didn't want to bring it up again. And besides, just turn around. At my insistence, he mercifully turned away.
Yeah. Look, if you're that embarrassed about it, just get off the chair.
Oh, right. Whoops. This was quickly shaping up to be a string of careless mistakes. Whoa! The instant I shifted my weight, my world suddenly flipped upside down.
Arisu!
Now, were you saying her name with a Japanese accent, or were you saying her last name?
Ow.
I opened my eyes to find myself sitting on top of Cinderella. This boy is always there to catch your falls, girl. Oh God, Cinderella, are you okay? Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
Okay, thank goodness. Oh. I heaved a sigh of relief, then remembered what was in my hand. A hammer. Good thing I didn't hit you with this. It's practically a blunt weapon.
A hammer is a blunt weapon, genius. What are you, some kind of disgruntled employee out to kill your boss?
I hear that's fairly common, actually.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
Nope. Look, are you sure you're okay? You're not just putting up a tough front, are you? Thanks to Cinderella's noble sacrifice, I was totally fine. He, on the other hand, got slammed flat to the ground. Surely that had to hurt at least a little.
Don't coddle me. It was nothing. I'm fine.
You were protecting me. The least I can do is worry.
I wasn't protecting you. You just fell on me, that's all.
What would it feel like to have 100+ pounds of weight suddenly dropped on you? Pretty ouchy. I paused to imagine it. Yikes!
So, making yourself at home on top of me?
Huh? It was then that I realized. I was on top of him. In a rather suggestive position. Where's my CG of that game? Sorry about that! But the moment I tried to get up, a sharp pain shot through my ankle and I collapsed back on top of him. Oh no!
What's the matter?
Oh, no, it's nothing. I tried to ignore the pain, but then Cinderella took me by the arm.
Did you sprain your ankle?
Yeah. No sense in lying about it after all.
You're hopeless, you know that?
Yeah. Ooh. To your room? I guess Alice did lock me out of mine. The shelf was covered with dozens of glass crafts. Plants, flowers, jewelry boxes, and multicolored poppin' pipes all made of glass, all sparkling in the light. Wow! Oh my gosh, they're so pretty! Ouch! It was my first time in Cinderella's room, and my excitement was at an all-time high, until my ankle pain put a damper on it, that is.
You're a guest here, so behave yourself. Now sit tight for a bit.
He helped me walk to the bed. Aw, for a moment there I was starting to feel like a princess.
If you're a princess, then I'm a monkey's uncle. Now give me your foot.
He held out his hand. Okay. After a moment of hesitation, I placed my foot in his palm. Aw, oh, we finally get to see your outfit! Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. I mean, from this angle, it doesn't look too short. I don't know what Gretel was on about. Did you get her a little thing to match your kind of, whatever this is, headscarf tail? Is that your bow tie tied around your head? Am I only just noticing that now? Is that what you're wearing? I've been trying to figure out what this is. But did you like kind of have a little matchy match? But I love the colors. It's fun. It's really pretty. It suits her. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, this.
Does this hurt?
He gently brushed my ankle with his fingertips. A little.
Well, it's not swollen. Guess you just twisted it a bit. Man, this is so cliché. The heroine loses her balance and the hero comes to her rescue complete with aftercare.
I know, right? Like a prince and princess. I looked away shyly.
Cringe.
Apparently Cinderella didn't find it as cute as I did. You jerk. I hate you.
Even more than you hate me seeing your panties?
He shot me a sadistic smirk. Well, yeah, that's right. I hate you even more now.
She admits it.
As I pouted, he ruffled my hair. Huh?
We just need to put some ice on it and you should be fine.
With that, he walked out of the room, only to return a few minutes later with an ice pack. Then he sat back down, picked up my foot, and gently pressed it to my ankle. Aw. Thank you. The chill felt nice against my skin. I was expecting him to hand the ice pack off to me so I could handle it myself, but he didn't.
You've got some small feet, don't you?
Well, that is how the story goes, isn't it? I do? He ran his fingers along the sole of my foot. It tickled and I twisted slightly.
Yeah. I bet you could pull off any style of shoe you wanted.
That's the first time anyone's ever said that to me.
It's my first time saying it, too.
Well, thank you. An awkward silence descended between us. These glass crafts are all really pretty. I'm impressed. You made all of these? I glanced around the room, hoping to distract from my embarrassment.
Yeah, more or less.
They're beautiful. I really like the rose and the butterfly. How do you make them?
I melt the glass under a blowtorch and use tweezers to shape it. Pretty boring stuff.
Do you think I could learn to do it too?
Sure. You might be able to manage something simple. Wanna try?
Yes, please.
You're a curious little cat, aren't you?
That's hardly the worst thing you've called me. So, what's your next project?
It's a secret.
Come on, that just makes me more curious.
Look, once it's finished, you'll be the first person I show it to. I can't guarantee it'll be any good, though.
You mean it? You promise?
Promise. What's so funny?
I was just thinking. You're a big softie, huh? I bet you brought me to your room because you knew I wanted to see all your glass crafts.
You were dying to see him. How could I say no?
And not only are you a softie, but you're actually really dedicated to your work. And you're such a gentleman. I looked over at the door. On first glance, it appeared to be completely closed, but in fact it had been left ajar. And I had a feeling he'd done so on purpose so I wouldn't feel trapped. Aw.
I mean, I could shut the door if I wanted to.
But you're not going to. Because you know your brothers will tease us if they find us alone in here together. I purposely decided not to offer the real reason.
You've got me all figured out, don't you?
Yep, you're a sweet and loving older brother. After seeing the way he interacted with Snow White and Gretel during work, I could tell that he cared for them a lot. Plus, you always put in a lot of effort at work, and you do all these nice things for me. This was everything I had learned about Cinderella over the course of my stay here. I'm sorry to be such a burden. I closed my eyes in shame.
Where'd all this come from? You're not usually so down on yourself. Is this your ankle talking?
No, that's not it. The more kindly he treated me, the more guilty I felt lying to him. I know I can be a bit pushy.
A bit? I think you mean a lot.
And I'm sort of a smartass.
A self-aware smartass, at least.
Do these things bother you? Slowly, I looked up, to find him staring intently back. My heart skipped a beat. I took a deep breath. Would you change your personality for someone else? Oh, because she's like, does it bother you? So maybe she's like, I could change if you wanted me to, but he likes who you are. And you shouldn't change your personality for someone else, because that's adding to the whole fakeness of a relationship. If it bothers you, I hope you can learn to accept it. How would he react to this?
You little twerp.
I can't change the way I am. At this, Cinderella smiled softly.
Nothing wrong with that in my eyes. To answer your question, no, it doesn't bother me. With you in the mix, things have really livened up around here. It's fun. What's the matter?
Oh, it's nothing. You're not your usual self today, are you?
I guess not. Maybe I hit my head a little too hard protecting you. So what kind of response would you say is the usual me? You talk like you know me, but I'll bet you don't.
Well, I hesitated. He had a point after all. I needed to find out if my assessment of him was actually accurate. It's only been 2 weeks since we first met, so there's probably a lot I still don't know about you.
No kidding. You don't understand the first thing about me. But is that something more time will solve?
It's generally accepted that the longer you're around someone, the more your understanding of them will deepen.
I gotta disagree. It doesn't change anything. No matter how much time you spend together, it doesn't magically teach you the things you don't know. Not unless you can read minds, anyway. Words mean nothing. People lie to save face all the time. So even if you think you understand someone, chances are you don't. It's all in your head. Same goes for me.
Are you trying to say you don't know me?
Not the real you, at least.
Well, do you want to? Or does the mystery make it more fun? Do you prefer to fill in the gaps yourself?
Maybe, maybe not.
He lowered his gaze to the floor. What is with this line, girl? Sometimes you freak me out with your lines. Cinderella. When the clock strikes 12, the spell will be broken and everything will be as it was before. That's what makes me get so pushy. Because I know I'm running out of time.
Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun. And the magic won't last.
He got to his feet, walked to the dresser, and pulled out a manila folder. Is that? I swallowed, my eyes wide. Is that the, marriage photo or whatever? Yeah, it's the, okay, yeah, the info doc. So, you knew, eh? Alright, I guess the magic's gone?
An info doc on my fiancé.
I see. I tried to act casual, but my voice was shaking.
Apparently, I'm engaged to some rich girl I've never even met.
What's she like?
I don't know. Never cared enough to read the damn thing.
That wasn't what I was expecting. Liar, you wouldn't bring that out now of all times if you didn't actually read it. But you're going to marry her anyway?
Yep.
Don't you at least want to know who she is?
Nope.
What if she's totally gorgeous?
That would be a fun perk, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, but what if she's a total snake?
Nothing I can do about it. Not like they're gonna list it in here, are they?
You never know. Maybe you'll take one look at the photo and get a premonition.
Look, do you want me to marry her?
Well, I've been counting down. Mara told me, like, I had, on a video a little while ago, you've got 6 choices till you need to make a save before a bad ending. And this is the choice. Actually, I should put it here. I have bad ending number 1 here. There we go. Bad ending number 2. I got 4 options? Doesn't that mean I've got, like, a 1 in 4 chance of not screwing this up? Ugh. My track record hasn't been great with Cinderella so far, so I'm like, I'm pretty confident not sure is the wrong answer. I don't think he would like for us to say it's his choice because he's asking us a question. Not to say that he's going to do what we want. He's just asking, like, do we want him to? And then that leaves me with no and yes. I mean, if we say no, we're basically ruining our own marriage chances. Because it's us. I mean, we can't keep pretending to be Alice. He knows that. I'm convinced he knows it's us. So if we're like, we want you, yes, you should marry her, we're basically saying, I want to marry you, right? Alright. I'm gonna go, yes. I do want to marry you, sir. Yes, I do.
Why?
I can't tell you.
Alright then.
At my response, he grabbed the blowtorch off his workbench and began to fidget with it. Are you gonna burn that? The next instant. What are you doing? Cinderella had set the entire folder aflame. Dude! Oh no, have I messed up? Oh no. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I leapt up to stop him, sprained ankle be damned.
It holds no value to me.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Just a feeling.
There in the firelight, Cinderella looked every bit as sad and lonely as he did in that paparazzi photo. So I went back to fixing the door. Oh no, I'm worried about that choice. I'm scared. I'm scared, everybody. I'm scared. Hey, Alice, your door's fixed now.
Took you long enough? Good grief, you doddering imbecile. You're slower than...
I know. I'm sorry. As soon as he opened the door, I cut him off and walked straight inside, closed it, locked the door. Good night. See you tomorrow. He took one look at me and left my room without another word. Okay, so Alice can actually read situations sometimes. That'll be a little tick in his favor. As soon as I shut the door behind me, my emotions overwhelmed me in a tidal wave and I collapsed on the spot. My heart was pounding out of control. Does he know? That manila folder looked an awful lot like the one I received. Of course, I never saw the contents, so I couldn't be sure. What was he thinking, burning it like that? What do I do? The answer, of course, was nothing. It was out of my hands now. All this time I'd been under a magic spell. A spell cast upon me to conceal my true identity so I might approach my beloved prince. But I knew going in that this ball wouldn't last forever. And on the 12th stroke, the spell would be broken. I'm still, trying to figure out, are you guys aware of fairy tales and are we're in these parts that we have to play? I can't quite wrap my head around it. They talk about this kind of stuff, like the 12th stroke, the spell will be broken, and the ball has to come to an end. Like it's pre-established fairy tales, which it is, but they're not bothered by it. So it's either they're in a play or I don't know. There's something strange afoot, and I still haven't figured out how to make it make sense yet. Oh, well that looks ominous. Maybe I'm gonna get my questions answered.
Who's there? It's me. I'm home, Dad.
Oh.
Oh, hey there, Cinderella. It's not often you come by for a visit.
Yeah, I know. I just need to talk to you about something.
What is it? Is it about the arranged marriage by chance?
Yeah, that.
What do you think? She's a good girl, isn't she? She's actually the daughter of an old friend of mine. Haven't seen her in a while, but with her background, she's a catch. You need to settle down and...
About that. I'm thinking of saying no.
What? Don't like her? You might change your mind once you meet her, you know. Don't worry, I'll handle everything. They seem enthusiastic too. Nothing but nice things to say about you. Now you just need to meet...
Look, that's not it. I don't like or dislike her. That doesn't even matter. I'm just not interested. I don't mind meeting her or talking to her, but I'm not going to marry her. I'm still young, Dad. There's still so much I want to do in life. So what's the rush?
Don't be selfish, Cinderella. I don't care if you're not interested, it's our only option.
Dad, I get that, but
Relax, Cinderella. You have nothing to worry about. Once the two of you are married, everything will work itself out.
Aw. Okay. So, Cinderella's dad and her parents arranged this, which makes sense. That's usually what happens in arranged marriages. Ever since that fateful night, my relationship with Cinderella changed slightly. Oh! Giving me them icky vibes. Hello. Look at the two of you. Look at how he's holding her. Oh gosh, my heart.
that's it. Slowly turn it. You want the tip to get nice and round.
Like this? I slowly rotated the glass rod under the blowtorch.
Yes, perfect. Watch the flame now. Don't burn yourself.
Don't worry, I won't. Change number 1. After work each day, Cinderella would tutor me in glass crafts. Today I was practicing a technique called glass blowing.
Okay, now wrap the glass around this.
He was a good teacher, but the hands-on nature of the work meant he spent each lesson very, very close to me. I acted like it was no big deal, of course, but truth be told, it was distracting. Man, this is tricky. My palms were sweaty, and not just from the heat of the flame.
You're not wrong, but that's what makes it worthwhile, you know.
Yeah, it feels like you can never make the same thing twice. Like stepping into a river. What I love most about rivers is you can't step in the same river twice. The river's always changing, always flowing. You did not just call me out. Oh, man. I've been called out. Welp. That was amazing.
All right, pipe down, Pocahontas. You gotta focus or you'll screw up.
Right. How did you know I sang that song? I took a deep breath and willed myself to focus on the glass. Once I gathered the glass onto the blowing iron, it was time for the next stage of the process. As I blew into the blowing iron, the glass began to swell up like a big bubble. My nerves had me trembling, but Cinderella guided me carefully.
That's it. There you go. You're doing great. Now, once you've got your bubble, you're going to want to put it back under the flame and start turning again.
Back under the flame and start turning. Cinderella took these lessons very seriously. It was patently obvious how much he loved glass crafts. I could hear it in his voice, see it in his eyes. Done! I now had a little ball of glass at the end of my iron. Not half bad, me.
Don't touch it or you'll burn yourself.
Next we do the ash glaze and then we let it cool, right?
Yep. Better hurry up or it'll crack.
Uh-oh, we don't want that. I cut the glass ball from the tip of the blowing iron with my shears, then place it in the bucket of ash. Interesting, so you use ash to set glass, eh? You know, Cinderella, cinders, ash. That is pretty neat. I never thought about that before. Huh. That's pretty cool. Phew. Now we just wait, huh?
You're good with your hands, you know that. I'm impressed at your progress.
How was the shape? Was it lumpy or anything?
Nope, not at all.
Maybe I've got a knack for it or something. Not to toot my own horn, but during our last lesson, I'd made the cutest little glass kitten. And now here I was with yet another success under my belt.
You're so good, it's boring to watch. Teaching you is too easy. And you're not even humble about it.
You're just jealous because I'm naturally gifted. How sad. I pretended to wipe away a tear.
Don't get full of yourself, punk.
He bonked me on the head and I giggled. Honestly, I'm only doing this well because I've got you for a teacher. You're extremely patient and thorough.
Yeah. I'll take care of the rest, so you run along to bed.
He averted his gaze and started to put the tools away. I guess it is getting late. I looked up at the clock to find it was nearly midnight.
Yeah. Tonight's lesson took a little longer.
I really appreciate you taking the time to do this with me, especially since I know you must be exhausted after working a full day. Following his lead, I helped him tidy up the workbench.
Nah, I'm fine. If anything, I'm more worried about you.
No. I feel like we've had this conversation before, but I don't really get tired when I'm doing what I enjoy.
Right.
I mean it! I looked up at him and our eyes met.
Say, wanna go shopping with me tomorrow?
Shopping? Sure! I can carry your bags for you or whatever you need. When are we going? After work?
Nah. We'll just close the store for the day.
I blinked in surprise. This is sudden? Are you sure?
If you think about it, we've been working non-stop for ages now. We never give ourselves any days off.
Oh, you're right. Gosh, I didn't even think about that. I'd been so distracted with work and everything else, I'd totally overlooked it. Somehow the four of us had entirely forgotten the concept of time off.
We're not a goddamn sweatshop. We need to establish at least one day off per week.
But if we do that, we'll be missing out on profits. Besides, it's not like anyone's complained about it.
Why are you talking like some corrupt CEO?
You're the one who told me to pull myself up by my bootstraps and make the cafe a nationwide success.
I was just exaggerating. I don't really care that much about profit. The labor costs aren't really hurting my bottom line much anyway.
Benefits of a family-run business, eh?
The point is, it won't kill us to close the cafe once a week. You work too much as it is.
You think so? I tilted my head in contemplation. Truth be told, I barely even felt fatigued. It's like I'm a robot. Cinderella shot me a withering stare.
Look here, twerp.
What is it?
I just want to run the streets with you, alright? Cafe's closed tomorrow. End of story. I'm the owner and what I say goes. Got it?
Got it. I flinched as he pointed sternly in my face.
Good. Oh yeah, I meant to give you this.
He grabbed a shopping bag, pulled something out, and put it on my head. Is this a hat?
Yep. Just as I thought, it looks great on you. I must have a sixth sense for these things.
He nodded, evidently pleased with himself.
What? Don't you like it?
Oh, no! I love it! I was just thinking, see, you only gave me that lovely brooch yesterday. You see, the glass crafting lessons weren't the only big change as of late. This right here, this was the other recent development.
If you don't want it, you can just toss it.
No, I do want it. I really, really appreciate it.
Then quit worrying, will you? Times like these, you ought to just say thank you.
Oh, thank you. Holding the brim of my cap, I bowed politely.
Good.
Change number 2. Cinderella had started to shower me with gifts. Suspicious.